Urban Therapy with Sun752. This is your daily go-getterism number 656 for July 20th, 2016. How you doing? You come through. Today we talking about people who don't never have nothing good to say about nobody. You know, that's a hell of a phenomenon when you think about it. Like, how can you never have anything good to say about anybody? I mean, think about that. How does that work? You know what I mean? I can understand that you're not the type of person that compliments people. There are a lot of people out there like that. Some people are shy about giving compliments, and they're also shy about receiving compliments. Doesn't mean that they're not worthy of compliments, and it doesn't mean that they don't appreciate things. But when it gets to the point where you don't have anything good to say about anybody, that has less to do with whether you give out compliments or not, and more to do with whether you hate on somebody or not. And the truth of the matter is sometimes it's just straight hate. Now, that's not a word that I like to throw around a lot because I think it gets overused. But when it's appropriate, it's appropriate. And when it's a situation where instead of building somebody up, instead of trying to see the good in people, instead of finding the positivity in things, you always the type of person that's always like, man, what they doing ain't nothing. Oh, man, I knew them from back in the day. You know, Kevin Hart, he ain't nothing. You know what I mean? I remember when I used to pop him around, you know, when we was in 4th grade. You know, that kind of shit. Will Smith, now see, I don't even like Will Smith, but you can't hate on his accomplishments. I didn't like him as a rapper, Fresh Prince and all of that kind of stuff, but as an actor, he does his thing. He's a very accomplished actor. I can't hate on that. He's made good movies and all of that, even if he's not my favorite. It doesn't mean I don't have anything good to say about him. And that's the point. You know, you the same way that you see the flaws in things, because everything has flaws. You still have to see the good in something, in somebody. I mean, if you're the type of person that don't never have nothing good to say about nobody, come on, son, nobody. You ain't never seen nobody that's getting it out here. You don't have nobody out there that you're proud of. What about your kids? Your mom, your dad, your brothers, your siblings. What's good? Your cousins. Everybody got a famous cousin somewhere doing something, making some kind of move. You know, you got to have something good to say about somebody, because when you find the positivity in other things, then more than likely you're able to find the positivity in yourself. And when you're unable to find the positivity in things, then more than likely you're unable to find the positivity in yourself as well. And that's a problem. That's a problem. At least from my point of view it is. Because, listen, I like to see people doing well. You know, I might not like you personally. I might not even like you professionally. Doesn't mean that I'm wishing bad on you. Now, if you do something to me personally, like you do something, you know, directly to me, of course I'm not going to wish you well. But I'm also not going to wish that something really terrible happens to you. I'd rather be the one to make that happen to you. You know what I'm saying? But it's bigger than that. You got to have something good to say about somebody sometime. I don't even trust nobody who don't have nothing good to say about nothing ever. The same way as if all you ever have are good things to say about people. That kind of takes away from your integrity as well, because, come on, man, everybody ain't the greatest. Everybody not a champion. Everybody is not a blue ribbon winner. Not everybody. You have to see the flaws in things, because you can't spend but so much time at the top. You know, but you can still keep rising and get better and improving. So it's important to see that too. But you just can't see the bad in people all the time. You know that old saying, if you don't have nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing at all. I don't know if I ever really subscribe to that theory. Because sometimes the thing that you have to say that might not be all that nice might be helpful. But if all you ever have to say is something negative, if you can't see the beauty or the worth in anything, then there's a really good chance that you're a hater. And you don't want to live your life like that, man. Don't nobody want to be no hater. Don't nobody want to be a hater. Nobody wants to be called a hater, and nobody wants to be looked at as a hater. It's not a good position. You know, because when it really all comes down to it, if you are a hater, then that means that you lack integrity. That means that people can't take your opinion on things. because it's way too biased. And sometimes when things aren't going our way, we can fall into that well of negativity, and it's so hard to climb up out of it. It really is. It's so hard to climb up out of it. And that's why we have to practice positivity every single day. We got to practice that shit. It ain't easy. It's a practice. That's why you got to put it in motion on a daily basis. You have to remind yourself. You have to be trained into it. You have to get around other positive people that's doing things. Because if you around other negative people, the people who don't see the good in shit, then you start thinking that that's the way it is. As much as we hate to admit it, we are influenced by the people that are around us and the people that we hang around. There are environmental influences, social influences, and there's nothing wrong with that as long as it's the right environment, as long as it's the right social setting. We get it popping. I put out a meme today earlier on social media, and it said, "Peace is a practice," and it is. Peace is a practice, and we got to get that shit popping a little bit more. We need to practice daily on that. Get it popping, yo. Get it popping. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, if you don't have nothing good to say about nothing, nobody, ever, then people are not going to look at you with integrity. It means that they can't trust your opinion because you only see the bad in things and you're not trying to see the good in things, and that means you can't be trusted because everybody doesn't feel the way you do. Tonight is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. The cops, the military, the government, and us. Tonight we going in. We're going in. We're gonna talk about all these cops shooting innocent black people. We're gonna talk about the retaliation of black people shooting the cops. And see if that's really about what they say that it's about. Are the media playing tricks on us? Are we being bullshitted? Are we being run amok? We have before, if you don't know, but we're going to get into that tonight. And I got my man, activist, Will I Am coming through, not the music producer, you know what I'm saying? The conscious black man, aboriginal, aboriginal. Anyway, come through. The Urban Therapy with Sun show tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call in number 347-677-1533. 347-677-1533. blogtalkradio.com/sun752. Holla at us. I'll get with y'all later. And don't forget about the Daily Go Getter Business Show each and every day, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The phone number that I just gave y'all is the phone number. At urbanTherapyWithSun.com, baby. Go to the website, get down with the website. The movement is moving right direction, it's moving right. I want y'all to move right with it. Holla.